All right, man. Are you ready? Hot and fresh.
I
On a
am.
Monday morning for us.
Still morning.
But it'll be afternoon by the time this goes up.
Uh-huh.
Of course, this show went down on Saturday. So maybe not as hot and fresh as it could.
This is as hot and fresh as we could deliver them at our nearest convenience. So
Okay, yeah. I mean, that
hot
sounds
and fresh is
kind of
important, but convenience for us is paramount.
sounds a little bit on the excusey side, but that's all good.
It's still hotter and fresher than releasing them on Friday. Am I wrong?
No, you're right about that. We're much hotter and much fresher than those other guys.
So, in the relative sense, we're the hottest and freshest star ratings around.
You got that right.
We'll start off with the Lucha Showcase match. Kicked off the show, 8-man tag. What'd you give this one, Steve? You already spoke highly of it.
Loved this match. I gave it 4.25 stars. The extra quarter is for all the La Parka dancing. It's my favorite thing in the world right now. This is you know why I love this match so much? It's the most AAA match they had on the card. You know, it was wildly AAA coded, and so I gave this 4.25 stars.
I'm not too far off. I gave it 4. I probably would have enjoyed this more if you didn't actually have to tag in your partner to come in. If your partner got sent out of the ring, you're just right in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, wildly fun. They gave it a ton of time. Everybody got a chance to showcase what they can do. Really, really fun match.
Yeah.
Next up, winner gets a shot at the Reina de Reinas title. You had Fabi Apache taking the L to Natalia. This was less than 10 minutes, I believe.
It was 9 minutes and 12 seconds.
I thought the first minute and a half of this, where they were doing a lot of really good technical wrestling, I thought that was going to kind of lay the groundwork for what we were going to expect, because that part was really, 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 really good.
Yeah.
And then they kind of backed off it a little bit. Not to say there wasn't any more technical wrestling involved in this match, but there wasn't, like the chain wrestling that we saw in the very beginning of it. I thought it was good. It was a little short, and I gave it 3.25. Solid bout. I still feel like they need to find exactly, at least in the WWE universe or AAA universe, who Angry Natalia is.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. I gave it the exact thing. Everything you said is correct. I gave it 3.25 stars as well. I thought, the wrestling was good, but if they devote as much creative energy to finding the hook of this as they do some of the other stuff in AAA, then I think that it'll go, there'll be a bit more tension and drama there. But I thought the wrestling was fine. But yeah, I really wish that they would. Natalia on main roster should be the same Natalia. Should be Bloodsport Natty. Mm-hmm. Let's get some consistency here. I don't think there's any reason why she needs to be branding herself different for the different promotions.
No, I don't think so either. Let's talk about the tag title match. You had Pagano and Psycho Clown successfully retaining against the New Day. What'd you give this one?
This also was a very traditionally AAA coded match, even though it had the New Day, one of the most, storied WWE teams in it. I loved it. Thought it was great. I gave it 3.5 stars. It had so much good goofiness, but also really good wrestling. I really enjoyed this match.
For some reason, this match didn't connect with me, and I can't exactly explain why. I only gave it 3 stars.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a real missed opportunity. Penta's in the building. He opens the show with the promo. Why not get him involved in this match in some capacity, considering he's feuding with the New Day?
Yeah, that was a weird choice.
It's a huge missed opportunity to advance that story, and they just didn't do it for some reason.
It seemed like such an obvious story beat they could have hit there.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the bit where Waller didn't know how to do the Unicorn Stampede. There's little moments in here that I thought, oh, that was really good. But as a whole, some just didn't connect with me.
I wonder if it was a matter of looking at the match and you already have so much good material with the champions in the match that maybe they thought, and I agree with you 1,000%. I'm just trying to think of their reasoning for not adding Penta. If they think, okay, Penta would have been a bit too much. There was no story. There is no within the match necessity for it because you already have the clown ripping off his face and Xavier Woods running away. What do you really need Penta for?
That could be.
I see your point for sure.
Next up, Lola Vice and Mr. Iguana get the win over Judgment Day. Much like the match at Triple Mania, this was much more focused on character as opposed to not the wrestling was bad. It's fine. As opposed to putting on like a 5-star match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And some of the bits with Layeska and DiBenito were really entertaining. I gave it 3 1/4. Fun match, but seemed like a 3 1/4 match to me.
I went a little higher. I went 3.5 on this one. Largely exactly what you said. I really get a kick out of that shit. What did you think? A quick tangent here before we move on to the 2 last matches.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of commentary? We weren't doing like a live watch along, so you could pay closer attention to commentary. I thought the one thing that stood out to me, I even texted you, that just made me laugh, because I like when things sometimes are a little on the sloppy side if there's lots of personality there. I think Corey trying to like manage Conan and JBL is wildly entertaining. And so there was a bit early on, somebody dropped somebody, I think it was in the 8-man. Somebody hits an RKO. I think it was Laparca. And Corey says, or Conan says, I dropped him with an RKO. And Corey says, what is the name of that move south of the border? And Conan says, I don't know, face bust? No, I don't know that we have one. Instead of just being like, RKO, it's global, it's international.
Or
Conan's
a cutter.
like,
Call it a cutter. That's what it's called when.
Well, yeah,
Randy Orton doesn't do
it's a cutter, but yeah. But like, I like that Conan legitimately searched for an answer, didn't have one, because it evidently it doesn't. I trust Conan on that, and it's like, oh, interesting bit of trivia. He didn't try to cover it by saying RKO is global or it's a ace cutter or whatever. He just said, I don't have one.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, Corey's great.
Corey's awesome. He's so good.
You put him in a situation where he has to be the analyst. He's great. You put him in a situation like this where he's the play-by-play guy. He's great.
And it gets so, and you got to wonder, I would love to know, is Corey ever sitting there sweating it? Because so often JBL and Conan get to that line. They get to that line.
Yeah.
Like Conan saying, most Canadians, they're pretty quirky, huh? And Corey's like, oh, gee, you learn something new every day, JBL. Because he can't do shit about it. They're just, these old dudes are just going to be saying some wild ass shit. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of the fun of it,
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the interplay between all three of them is interesting because JBL's so over the top, super over the top.
He is. Yeah.
And sometimes it's a bit much.
Yeah.
And so often Conan, like, he's not boisterous. He's not loud.
No.
He speaks very quietly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there were several times where he just kind of like was saying something and kind of just trailed off.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So you have that interesting dynamic, and then Corey trying to manage all that. Yeah, it's so different than what we get on other WWE products.
It is. It's unpolished.
Yeah.
It comes off as everybody. I honestly think everybody's having a legit good time, and sometimes that trumps. I'm not going to say professionalism, but it trumps polish. So I appreciate the commentary. I really do.
Let's talk the Latin American title 4-way match. You go first on this one, Steve.
Okay. I love this match. I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it could have gone longer. I think it should have gone longer. The outcome I thought was kind of a foregone conclusion. Knew Ethan Page wasn't going to eat the pin. And who was it Dragon Lee that ended up eating the pin?
It was JD.
Or was it? Oh, it was JD. Okay. That's who I thought was going to eat the pin. And then that's who ate the pin. So yeah, no, I thought it was a really fun match. I gave it 4 stars.
This was my match of the night. I gave it 4 1/4. If this had been 20 minutes long, and managed to maintain that level of action, you're talking 4 3/4 star territory. Yeah. It wasn't maybe as compelling as it could be because the outcome didn't seem in doubt. Nonetheless, I thought this was fantastic. The pace was nonstop. So much creativity in this match. Gosh, this was awesome. Loved it.
Yeah.
It was a great showcase for Dragon Lee, and he really needs it. They don't do much with him, and it's very rare that he's given a sustained opportunity to showcase what he can do. Mm-hmm. And he definitely was given that opportunity here.
Yeah.
even if he didn't win. All right, main event time. Dominic Mysterio beats Vikingo. What'd you give this one?
I thought it was a very good match. I stopped short of giving it 4. I gave it 3 3/4. I mean, the story was basically Dom trying to ground Vikingo. And so you miss Vikingo stuff. And that's what kind of puts it over the top with his matches. That being said, I love Dom. I think the crowd was really into this in a way that was just very kind of interesting because they love Dirty Dom. And yeah, I thought it was a really well wrestled match with a great angle at the end. With I like the overbooking stuff, and then Ray having to put the title on Dom. I really like that. But in terms of the actual meat of the match, I thought it was really really good, but it didn't really go past really really good. I gave it 3 3/4.
Yeah, especially at the beginning, there was a couple clunky bits. I think there was one time where Vikingo seemingly looked to roll up Dom and just send him right into the bottom rope.
Yeah, set him into the rope. I noticed that too. Yeah,
there was little bits in the beginning that were clunky. By the time the match really got going, they got going as well. So I gave it the same score as you, 3 3/4. It was good, really good, but never really elevated to great. I didn't feel like.
Yeah, we can agree on that one. And there you go. There's your star ratings, hot and fresh-ish for Worlds Collide. Hot and fresh, but not inconvenient to us.
Yeah.